civic group founded by Dubai's Prime Minister is using Expo 2020 to highlight the importance of the fourth Sustainable Development Goal, which aims to ensure inclusive and quality education for all by 2030. Dubai Cares is formally associated with the United Nations Department of Global Communications and focuses on early childhood development training for youth and gender equality. That's where we find Newzroom Afrika's Ziyanda Ngcobo at the pavilion. So education in South Africa and anywhere in the world remains a key asset to unleash the potential of young people. What lessons can be learned?
I tell you what, Dudu, you know, as you traverse the various pavilions here at Expo 2020 Dubai, you can see the efforts to show technological advancements. But one of the critical things that this particular pavilion, the Dubai Cares Pavilion, is showcasing is that while you can advance technology, the importance of the human brain and actually placing the human at the center of all of this remains important. And I'm now joined by Swadi, who's here to tell us about this pavilion. And you can see just here, it says the future is human. Why is it so important that as we move towards a world of artificial intelligence, that the human remains key?
Absolutely. Thank you, and welcome to the Dubai Cares Pavilion. If you allow me, I'll start with a quick background of Dubai Cares and talk about the theme of the future is human. Yeah. Dubai Cares is a non-governmental organization that supports education in over 60 countries. Our mandate is to provide children and young adults with quality education around the world, and we have managed to reach over 21 million children around the world. Dubai Cares is the only non-governmental organization that has a pavilion at the Expo 2020 Dubai site, and that's really amazing, and it goes towards the success of the NGO that we are. The future is human is the theme of our pavilion, and that talks about really, you know, in today's world, technology is taking over the way that people interact and work and deal with each other, but the core of Dubai Cares is focusing on the skills of the human element. So we should take away the focus from technology back to the human, because inevitably it's the human that connects, that brings people together, that leads to the success of one's economy.
Your focus, you know, you're aiming to achieve especially the Sustainable Development Goal on education, especially when you look at early childhood development for countries that are not as developed as Dubai. What kind of advice does Dubai Cares have for them to catch up with the rest of the world? Because we know that inequity is something that exists between the first and the third world.
Absolutely. So early childhood education and development is one of the strong thematic interventions of Dubai Cares. You know, the first 1,000 years of a child is most critical, as it really determines the learning ability of the child when he or she grows up. So a lot of our programs around the world focuses on developing the social emotional, the cognitive skills, and the relationship also between the child and its mother and the parents. We do a lot of interventions where we teach positive and active teaching styles for parents and teachers as well. We do a lot of development of curriculum. We train teachers, especially on education and early childhood development, and support the government in mentoring and monitoring and evaluating such programs.
I know in South Africa that early childhood development is something that's quite passionate, is a passion rather of our First Lady. You know, Dudu, before we wrap up, I want to tell you about this fascinating stall here inside the Dubai Cares Pavilion, where you get to literally walk inside a booth and scream, and the team here then monitors just how loudly you can scream. And so I asked them, why is this such an important feature for this exhibition? And they say it's for the children to be able to express themselves better. So I found that such a beautiful way to actually bring that out of the children to build their confidence. But from the Dubai Cares Pavilion in Dubai Expo, it's back to you in studio, Dudu.